Hey guys, Kiri here today for another video, and today we'll be covering the new Dokkan news of the Dokkan Global Dokkan Celebration countdown screens. These are our first really big hint. We did get a small hint before, was a slight little tease of music, which is from a Zed song, or sounds very similar to another Zed song that the group made or the person made. My bad. I don't know if Zed's a group or an individual person. Zed, if you don't know, is the maker of Jaka John, the opening of Daima. Now that I mean, it is a bit of a stretch because I don't see him using non-dope, non-Dragon Ball licensed music as a tease for anything. But I mean, it is kind of giving you that they do quite sound quite similar. Going over this, of course, a lot of people are saying this leads into Daima and GT. I'm going to talk about GT in a little bit, but so the reason why people think this leads into Daima is because of the very ending where you have Buu Saga stuff. Day 3, Supreme Kai and Kibito, Elder Kai for day 2, and day 1, the last day before the celebration kicks off, Purunga. Purunga at the very end of the Buu arc was used to help restore Goku's energy to do the final big push against Pure Buu as Goku finally did the Spirit Bomb. Thank you, Dragon Balls, and you know that. Which it is fair to say. That is a very fair assumption to say. Because again, it does end on Purunga. But I would like to point out a few other factors that kind of go against this. One, not all of these characters kind of lead into the Buu Saga. Now you have now you could make the counter argument, sure, but each one of these represents a different part of Dragon Ball, which it is true because you got Pilaf, the first one, the first arc of Dragon Ball. This kind of represents the middle of OG Dragon Ball. This leads into the Saiyan 20 like Demon King Piccolo and 23rd World Tournament, which leads into Kaio for Namek and Saiyan and Cell, but he's kind of just there for Cell. And then it leads into the Buu Saga, which that is fair. Another thing that I've said, a big point out. There's two big point outs. The first one is that these are all considered deity characters, all gods or characters close to the heavenly realm, which Korin Tower. Again, a dragon god, Kami god was called god. East Kaio is a god of his realm. The Supreme Kais are gods, and again another dragon deity. Uh, this again, these are all considered deities or people close to heaven. Which could lead into a potential maybe like realm of god celebration. Um, that I don't see as likely. But then the other big factor, Nori Korin, is that all of them have ties to the demon realm. We all know the Glen are from the demon realm, and of course the Namekians are from the demon realm, and the Draudigans made by the Namekians also have ties and connections to the demon realm. The real question is, why the hell is Korin here? Like, it is just kind of Korin just being there is kind of what like throws me in for a loop. It's like I don't feel like this is concrete enough for it to be specifically Daima or GT for those really wanting GT for some reason. Because again, Corrin's here. Now, of course, people say, well, he's in Daima, which is true, but he's just kind of there in Daima. He just leads Goku to the Neobo. But then, guess what? Kami and East Kaio are not in Daima. And neither is Purunga. Purunga's not in. Purunga is only tied to Daima is through the opening beginning of them defeating Boo. And Otakai isn't there either. So again, like half of these characters are not in Daima. So again, it's like, oh well, Corn's in Daima. Well, guess what? He's not in Daima. He's not in Daima, and you're not in Daima, and you're not in Daima. Like again, these characters are not from are in Daima. So again, it's kind of like, in my opinion, it's just too vague to say Daima or GT until we get more concrete proof. Now, am I saying it's not unlikely to be Daima? No, because I think Global Dokkan Celebration will be Daima. There are connections here. Again, most characters from Demon Realm. Again, you have the ending being Purunga, the end of the Boo fight. Yeah, okay. Like, I understand the connections of why people are saying, oh, it's 100% Daima. Now, the reason why I don't, like, the reason I'm going to explain, like, GT, I don't really want GT to be part of this. because one, I think Global Dokkan Celebration will be Daima. It makes the most logical sense. You have multiple four big hitters you can just throw in there and get done out the way. And those are more important than anything in GT because we have most of the GT, most important stuff from GT we have, excluding three characters that are actually relevant in major release characters from GT. We have none of the big Daima characters besides Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. He's the only summonable Daima character we have. We've had several versions of the GT summonable characters. We have none of the Daima characters. We do not need GT in this. This should be purely Daima. And the only characters I think that are even important enough to be even considered for this is the Shadow Dragon Super Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku when he has the reddish aura, and Baby being the two cards that had nothing since 2019 and 2018 when I started playing Dokkan. When I started playing Dokkan, this is the banner I vividly remember, is his Christmas banner was the third anniversary units. These two have not had units in years. And sure, I do not like GT. I will stay on that. I do not like GT. But these two guys do need cards. It would be nice to just go ahead and get them out the way. But they should not be part of the global Dokkan celebration. They should be part of their own celebration. In fact, I think they'd be good for next year's Golden Week because then you can get Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as the Part 4 LR. I mean, Part 4, excuse me, Part 3 LR. Or the Part 2 LR. My bad, I'm thinking of Legends. Legends was the three parts. Yeah, I think that would be more fitting. You get him, and then Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. That would be way more coverage for all the major GT hitters that even matter. Like, we don't have mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku, adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and Goma. Those are the four big characters from Daima, besides like Ku, Do, and the Tamagamis that we need. The problem is, that with Ku and Do, your Tamagamis, Dokkan pulled another fucking Dokkan and shat on the category. So I don't think realistically we are probably going to get them other than by side banner units, which is fine. But again, this just needs to be purely Daima. No GT. Purely Daima. GT can get its own celebration at a completely different time. Plus, we just had GT in the 10th anniversary. Do we need more GT already? Fuck no. Like, I mean, me personally, I would have preferred Namek and Resurrection F. I mean, besides Daima, if I could pick apart like another one, would be Resurrection F and Namek. It's like, oh, well, we got a bunch of super buffs. Sure, but we got Turn of Power super buffs. We didn't get, like, any other part super until just now was Golden Week. Oh, my bad. Golden Week being the Universe 6 stuff, which was super critical that we got that. Am I saying we don't need a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, or a Super Saiyan 4 Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Goku, or a Baby? No, we do need them. They do need updated cards, but that's about it. We don't need another Baby Saga Super Saiyan 4 Goku because guess what? That was just part of the 10th anniversary and they got the transformation for him done. We don't need him for a while now. He is just minute. We don't need him anymore. He's like the only Super Saiyan 4 Goku that we actually need. And what about the Dragon Fist against Ice? Sure, but guess what? That's part of the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We don't need a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta because not only did they just get their EZA, their animations are still really good. I mean, the Goku and Vegeta side animations do kind of suck, but the Gogeta animations are still really good. We don't need another Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So, my opinion, just pure Daima. Will Global Dokkan Celebration be Daima? Most likely, yes. It's the most likely conclusion. Does this mean Daima? No, I do not think this means Daima. There are things that could say Daima, like I said, their connection to the Demon Realm, how this ends at the Buu Saga, sure. But then you factor in, well, this character's not from Daima, this character's not from Daima, this character's not in Daima, he's not in Daima, he's not in Daima. Um, so the fact that all these are considered deities or godly characters. So like, there's multiple different things you can pull from this that makes it too vague, which means this is good. It's too vague to give us an answer. But that is just my take. Feel free to disagree, leave a comment down below, and like the video. Thank you.